What's going on, world? It's me, Andre Catnut here from West Palm Beach, Florida. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I draw my supply and demand zones when it comes to trading pocket options. Now, you can use the same strategy on futures. You can use the same strategies to trade Forex. But in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I draw my zones on pocket options, okay? And before I even show you guys exactly how to do this, if you guys want to be able to copy my trades automatically over to your account, hands-free, automatically, I only charge a one-time fee of $500. Here are some of my recent trades here. If you guys want to be able to copy these same trades that you're looking at, that you're seeing right now, automatically to your account, hands-free, it's only a one-time fee of $500. Look at this. I made about, I'll just round this off to like 100. Let's say I made $100 on all of these trades. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I made over $1,000 in the last 2 days. So just imagine copying these same exact trades automatically over to your account, hands free. You would have made over $1,000 plus in the last 2 days. Okay, so again, if you guys want to be able to copy these same exact trades automatically over to your account, hands free, just shoot me a DM. If you're watching this on Instagram, if you're watching this on YouTube, just message me on Telegram. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Just message me on Telegram and just let me know, hey Andre, I want to copy your trades. Okay, now let's get into it. So there's two time frames that I like to use to draw my supply and demand zone. So I like to go to the daily. All right, I like to go to the daily chart, and I like to mark up my previous previous weekly highs and lows. Okay, very very important. These zones that you're going to be seeing are very very important because price likes to reject these zones, and price like to or either reject them or even break and retest those zones. You can take trades off of these zones. Okay, so um so yeah, let's go. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do this. Okay, so first thing first, like when it comes to pocket options, you have to look down here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, you guys can't see that down there, but on the bottom here, right on the bottom here, you'll see some timestamps. All right, you want to make sure you start from the right week. So when it comes to me drawing my previous weekly highs and lows, I like to start from Monday. I want to look for the highs and lows between Monday and Friday. So what was the highest point that price reached within Monday through Friday? The highest point on the daily chart. And then what is the lowest point that price reached between Monday and through Friday? Okay, so in this video, at the time of this video, I think Monday was on the 26th. So what I'm going to do is, remember, you'll see the timestamps down here on the bottom here. But what I like to do is I like to look for, and when it comes to looking at trading views, it's a lot easier. Yeah, it's a lot easier to look for these zones, these these zones, the previous weekly highs and lows. It's a lot easier because on the bottom it tells you. But you got to do some work. You got to do some work. If you want to really catch some good moves, you want to catch some really, really sniper trades, like you have to put in the work on the chart, okay? So 26 was Monday, right? Yeah, 26 was Monday on it. So I'm going to look for 26, and then I'm going to look for the high. All right. So 26. Where is 26 here? I'm gonna show you guys. It's gonna be a tedious work, but it's very, very powerful here. I think the 26. Where are you, 26? Okay. I think the 26 is. Okay, we're getting close to 26. Okay, 26 is. I don't know why I'm way over here, but 26, 26 is here, right here. But this is Sunday too, so what you could do is you can mark up the low here, and then I like to have the color at like a kind of orange color, but I like to draw the zone. You see, this is the 26. I like to draw the zone from the wick to the body, okay? The wick to the body here, as you can see right here. Wick to the body. That's how I like to draw my previous weekly highs and lows. Okay, and then also I like to drag this back in the past to see if this zone is being respected or rejected. Okay, as you can see, it's somewhat kind of being respected, and as you can see, you could have like literally took this like this is a trading opportunity. Price came all the way into the zone. You could have took a buy right here, especially if you know the higher time frame trend. Right now we're in an uptrend. Price came all the way down here, and you could have took this buy at this higher low, this potential higher low here. Okay, but now what I want to look for is I want to look for the highest point. Now the highest point is going to be up here. Now this doesn't have a long wick. It has a really small wick. So what I like to do is I like to get the horizontal tool here, and I like to put that horizontal tool right there. And then I also like to change the color to orange. So now on this pair right here, this asset, I got my previous weekly highs and lows. Now, once price comes back into these zones, you can look for trading opportunities. Okay. All right. So I'll give you guys another example. Let's go to the daily chart. Some of these charts I don't like how they look when it comes to the daily. Here, was it? Is this the 26? I think this is the 26. Yeah, that's the 26. So what you could do here, you can take your rectangle. I can already see what was the high of the week, and it's at this point here. Let me mark this up. I don't know why this is moving, but boom, there we go. Now I got my weekly high there, as you can see. And then down here, what you could do is if there's no wick or if it's a small wick, then you can just let me do this real quick. I don't know why this is moving like this, but you can drag it down to the bottom of this right here, and that's your previous weekly low. So now I got my previous weekly high, and now I got my previous weekly low here. Okay, show you guys another example. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can actually see this. I know I got all this stuff here. Matter of fact, I can just clear that off. Let me go ahead and clear this off real quick. That way you guys can actually see. So I'm gonna get my rectangle tool again, right? And I'm doing everything on a daily chart, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, so this is the 26 here. This candle was the 26. So the high was here, okay? This is the highest point of the week. Now I got and then also again I like to drag this all the way over in the past, all right, and then of course drag this in the future. That way, if price come back into the zone, we can probably look for trading opportunities. Okay, and then now I want to look for the low. Now the low of the week, I think 30th was 30th was Friday here. So what we could do is, this candle look like this candle is still active. So what we could do here is make this candle here. As you can see, there's little to no wick on this candle. What I'm about to show you, I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So there's no wick. Little to no wick here, so I'm gonna just use a horizontal line right there. Now this is my weekly low, and up here is my previous weekly high. Okay, you see, you get the picture, right? You see what I'm doing here. Okay, let me delete some stuff here. Okay, now I believe this was the 26. So right here, this was the lowest point of the week, of the previous week. So I'm gonna mark this low here, down here. Now I have my previous weekly low. Okay, remember I like to draw the rectangle box or the zone from the wick to the body here. Okay, and again I like to drag it in the past. Okay, as you can see here. All right, you see this zone is definitely is acting as a strong support. You got a rejection here, you got a rejection here, and then you also got a rejection here. So if price ever comes back to the zone, and you're still in a buyer's market, you can probably take a buy off of the zone and get in a sniper entry off of the zone here. Okay, so that's my weekly low there, and I want to look for my weekly high, and this is gonna be my weekly high right here. It's gonna be my weekly high. Boom. All right, now I got my weekly high here. Okay, and then also I like to draw this back in the past, and there we go. We got that in the past. All right, so now I got my previous weekly high and I got my previous weekly low. Okay, so that's how I do. That's how I mark up my supply and demand zones on the daily. Now I also like to mark up my supply and demand zones on the 1 hour. Basically, these 1 hour supply and demand zones are basically my U.S. session highs and lows. My U.S. session, I have my U.S. session starts at 8 a.m. from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So whatever between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. whatever the highest point, that's going to be my U.S. session high, and whatever the lowest point is going to be my U.S. session low. So in this case, I'm going to go to 1 hour here, and the day it's already 5 p.m. here already. So what you want to do is you want to mark up your highs and lows here, and then remember you can look at the time at the bottom to know what time it is. Okay, so let me move that over real quick. So let's find the 8 a.m. candle. So this right here is the 8 a.m. candle here. So I want to look for the lowest point, and I think this candle right here is the lowest point. This candle here. So I'm going to draw the wick to the body, as you can see, and now I have my U.S. session low. Okay, I'm gonna drag it in the past, but there's nothing in the past right now, so we can just draw it in the future. Boom. Okay. Now I got my U.S. session low. Now I want to find my U.S. session high. My U.S. session high will most likely be here. Okay. So I'm gonna draw another. I like to make my zones red on the 1 hour. Like I'm telling you guys, this is how you get this is how I'm getting in sniper entries. All right. This is not my full strategy, but these zones can also help you get in some sniper entries when it comes to trading pocket options. Okay, so now I got my U.S. session highs and lows here. I'm gonna draw this in the future so I can have that as and then whenever tomorrow comes or even tonight, if I'm looking for trades, I can take trades off of this, because I like to take trades based off of the 5 minute. And as you can see here, you see how price is respecting these zones. You see this? This is how, I'm saying, this is how I'm catching some sniper entries. I'm waiting for price. If I know that we're in a downtrend or in a uptrend or whatever, and price are coming into these zones, I can take buys. Look at this. I could have took a buy here. I could have took a buy here. I could even took a sell here. You see this? It's like ping ponging off of these zones here. Okay, so this is how I'm able to catch some amazing entries. Okay, I'll give you guys some more examples here. We'll go to the 1 hour here. Go to the 1 hour chart, and again, what I want to do is I want to look for the highest point and the lowest point between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to get my zone here. I'm going to look for the highest point of today. All right, the highest point of today was here. I think it was this one, but we'll just do this one here. The high point there, we'll just mark our zone, put our zone there. And then again, I like to draw it in the past. Okay, I like to draw these zones in the past. Guys, I hope you guys are getting value from this, guys, because I'm telling you, you can catch some amazing entries off of these zones. Okay, so don't sleep on this. All right. So I got my high, and I want to look for my low. My lowest point was here. So I'm gonna do this real quick. All right. So this is gonna be my lowest point. And again, I like to draw it in the back of the past to see. But I already have some zones there already. But that's how I draw my zones on the 1 hour chart. This is my supply and demand zone on the 1 hour chart. And like I said, I also draw my supply and demand zones on the daily chart. Okay, and like I said, what I like to do is I like to break it down to the 5 minute chart, and I like to take trades based off of these zones. Now, you just don't want to just take a trade. You want to know other things. You want to know the higher time frame trend. All right, and then also you need to learn my strategy. Okay, because this is not my strategy. This is just marking up my supply and demand zone. Okay, but if you use my trading strategy with these zones, or add the higher time frame trend to my strategy on top of these zones, you are getting some sniper entries. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I end this video, guys, I want to talk about what I'm going to be offering. This is crazy what I'm going to be offering. When it comes to copying my trades, right? It's only a one-time fee of $500, but I'm gonna also give you guys access to some other valuable stuff as well. Okay, and before I even talk about this, right? The $500 that I'm asking, all right, the $500 that I'm asking for to get access to everything that I'm offering. Don't think about the $500. Think about how much money you can make. Think about how much money you can make copying my trades. Like, look at this. Right? Look at this. This is what I made in the last 2 days. We made $1,000 plus in the last 2 days. So the $500 that it costs to get access to everything what I'm offering shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay? And if $500 is too much for you, then you definitely need this. You definitely need what I'm offering. If you can't afford $500, you definitely need it. Okay, so just ask yourself that. Just don't think about the $500, but ask yourself this as well. What's your goals? Like, what are your goals? Like, how much money you want to make? Just ask yourself that. Do you want to make extra $500 a month? Do you want to make an extra $1,000 a month? Do you want to make an extra $2,000 per month, or $5,000 a month, which I can help you do? I just, like, in the last 2 days, we just made $1,000 in the last 2 days. Imagine copying my trades for a whole month. The sky is the limit. But ask yourself, what are your money goals? How much money are you looking to make? Or if it's, and it should be more than money, but if it's not money, what are your goals? Like, do you want to make more money? Because you can use money as a vehicle. Do you want to make more money to go on more vacations, spend more time with your family? Like, how, what are your goals? Just ask yourself, what are your goals, or even write them down. And you can't get to your goals without taking action. You have to come up with a plan. You have to have a plan to be able to make your goals come true, or make your goals happen. Like, you got to have a plan. You can't just sit there and do nothing. Okay? If you want to go on more vacations and you want to spend more time with your family, you got to take action. Okay, so just ask yourself, what are your goals? How much money you want to make? Okay, but let's get into it. So for a one-time fee of $500, you're gonna get a one-on-one session with me where I teach you my strategy one-on-one on Zoom. All right, this strategy can literally change your life. It can make you thousands and thousands of dollars. This is a skill set that nobody can take from you. You're gonna be able to trade with me live on Zoom, and also you're gonna be able to copy my trades. All right, my Forex trades automatically over to your account. You can copy my trades to pass prop firm challenges or to trade your live account. And the same with futures. You're able to copy my futures trades automatically over to your account. You're able to pass your prop firm challenges. and etc. And then of course copy my pocket option trades, and this is something that I never really done before. This is something that I never done before. But my bonus that I'm going to offer you guys, when you pay the $500 fee, I'm going to show you and teach you exactly how to run a copy trading business. A copy trading business. I'm going to show you exactly how you can run a copy trading business and make $10,000 plus per month. This is worth way, way, way more than $500 that I'm charging, like that I'm asking for. And not only that, if you don't, if you're not ready yet, or you're not comfortable allowing people to copy your trades, I'm gonna allow you guys to leverage my trade. So basically, you sell the service, whatever how much money you want, you sell the service, and you'll be able to leverage my trades to be copied to your people's accounts. So whatever people that if you're running the business and you're charging a fee and you're not ready to ready for people to copy your trades, just leverage my trades. I'm going to let you guys leverage my trades to be copied over to your people's accounts, and you can run the business smoothly. Okay? All for a one-time fee of $500. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are interested in what I'm offering, reach out to me. Shoot me a DM if you're watching this on Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, message me on Telegram. Let me know, hey Andre, I want access to what you're offering, and I can get you set up. Take care, y'all.